Okay, I need to set up the model. I have not. It's. I need to put it up. God. Ah. Wait. I don't think I have the rigging stuff done yet here. Oh, one of my cats is staring at me. He's being a little weirdo, aren't you, buddy? Aw, are you loafing? You loafing boy? He's a loaf. I love that for him. Uh, let's see if it actually will let me use my mic. I don't think it will, but oh, okay. PNG Tuber Plus did not like that. Let me turn down the music a little because I have to be quiet-ish because people live with my. Oh, hello, Snoop. Hello, buddy. Hello. There is a cat. Oh God. Okay. If PNG Tuber Plus won't cooperate, this might be bad. This might be bad. I'm gonna pause the music while I try and fix this. Oh God, it's not. It's not working. Oh my God. PNG Tuber Plus. What have you? Okay, I think let's try and close the window. All streams end up somehow having PNG Tuber Plus stuff. At this point, I should just make a bingo card with how often things go wrong. Because it just happens so often at this point. I don't know. I don't know why. It's not even like it's an old version of PNG Tuber Plus either. No, it's updated. I just don't know what it's. I don't know what it's doing. Oh god. I hope it's not the complexity of the new model. Otherwise, we're in trouble. All right, we got ears. All right, let's. Uh, we might have to use the microphone away. No, no, I will not woo. No. Okay, wait. Is it working? Is it working? Yes! It works. We got it. All right. The mic, not the mic, the rigging works. Oh my god. Oh wait, I just closed the background music. This is peak content. At least this is less scuffed than the what? Okay, then Firefox, what are you on? At least this is less scuffed than debut. I've been editing the VOD for that today. So I can upload it because there was a lot of dead space at some points. Um, and I don't like that. I don't like how much dead space there was. So I can get the background music up and going again. So that's what I've been doing. I've been editing it today. So far I've gotten a decent chunk of it edited. I need to finish up editing though. I've done other stuff today. I just can't mention it. This is gonna be a shorter stream. Um, I know these art streams tend to be what a lot of people like seeing me do. And to be fair, I don't blame you. Seeing I don't understand why you come to see a mediocre artist, but like, hey, I'm if that, what floats your boat, kids, and if that's what floats your boat, oh god, Firefox, what are you on? Oh my god, everything is working out according to plan. On the bright side, Krita seems to be. Where is it, Krita? Come on, I just opened you, buddy. Where are you? There you go. Okay. It scared me. Where is it? There it is. Okay. We at least got the stream sketches going up. Hooray! Yippee. Yippee. At some point, I have to do like a stream where I try messing around in live TD. I think that'd be a fun stream. I want to do a stream as well where I just talk about gram staining because I feel like that's important for any of the Hollowed Out Bacteria streams. Like, that's important. is gram staining will come up every time I do an all about bacteria stream. You can bet your ass gram staining will come up at least once. Let's see. I guess it was productive today in like non-VTubing related stuff. Like I worked on writing like a resume and a cover letter because unfortunately I do not get money from this. And I've mentioned before, don't want to do this as a job. Nothing against VTubers who do this as a job, just not my personal ambitions. I like this as a hobby. And YouTube won't work, so no background music. Womp womp. Well, not much I can do about it. Alright. Let us go to the request list that I have saved and I use very frequently. Sorry if I am quiet. I don't know. 1 second. Sorry about that. Gotta get to the suggestions page, which means bopping out of my main Google account over to to the account that has all of my Bacilli related stuff. So it's great. Where is it? There we go. Keep. At some point I should just use like Obsidian. I have it. I know how to use it. I don't know why I don't use it more often. Because it's a nice handy dandy program. Alright. Wait, I know Momo's username this time, so we can do him. We can draw him. Let's go. At some point I'll have the background music going. At some point we will have background music. Now is not that some point. I think that's how you spell his name. Let me fix that. Or is it just, is there no A and I'm wrong? Yeah, I'm wrong. I need to put a second. I need to put the O. There we go. That should be right. Okay, I think I found him. Alright. We are winning. We are winning. Oh, we are winning. Yeah, this looks like the right guy. Here we go. Oh god, his outfit. It's good. But oh god, is it complex. Oh god, is it gonna be complex and this is gonna suck. Alright, use local file. Alright, I forgot. We just squish him down a little bit. Let's put him over here. And then let's look what he's got going on. Got like tentacle hair, which is interesting. I have never drawn tentacles. So this is a fun one. We got a hat. We got a hat with like fun hat. Oh, it's got a little piece of rope. Oh wait, my god, that was so big. Because this is gonna be a shorter stream, I'm gonna put in at least a little bit more effort into the sketches this time around, because there's gonna be less of them. All right. He's got a fun outfit. Like the armband is interesting. It's got the same insignia as the hat and the coat, which are nice to look at. We got like this black undershirt with this asymmetrical shirt collar and then these belt things. Not sure what these are. or something. And then we got what looks like some type of collar or neck accessory. He looks like he has not slept in weeks. And then I like the jacket. It's got flair to it. Okay. But since we're only really doing a like from here up, we don't have to worry about too many of like the accessories. Like these belts, the pockets, we don't have to worry about those. He is long. Like he's long. Well, at least he's got an interesting design. I mean, like, I'm one to talk. I'm one to talk, okay? Because, like, we went from just a pink cat. Wait, originally I was a brown cat, and then we went pink, and now we're bipedal. So I'm one to talk, because like, there's not much interesting. Like, there are much more interesting ways to draw a furry than just pink cat. There are much more interesting ways. All right, got like a base for the head. Because these are more, I'm gonna put more effort into these because there's gonna be fewer of them. I think we're gonna do liner art this time around, which which feels really mean. Like, what? You've never done line art on these streams, and I'm like, yeah, I know. But listen, I gotta go to sleep before 1 a.m. because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, really early in the fucking morning. So I have got to go to sleep at a reasonable time. And by reasonable time, I mean before 1 a.m. That is fairly reasonable, I think. But tomorrow, we get a long stream. Because I don't have to worry about what I usually do when I do morning streams. So we get to do from like 10 a.m. until like 2. Which is much longer than what I usually do. Because I usually like 2 to 3 hour streams. Usually, though, it ends up being like 2 hours-ish. Because I feel like that's enough time where you can like yap and get like significant progress in a game or art. But it's not too long to the point where I feel like I would run out of energy. Oh, one of my cats is making noise. What is it, buddy? God damn, it's fucking hot in this room. Hold on. God. What's wrong, bud? What's wrong? All right. I am no longer melting. The world is the world's back to normal. All right. The hair is gonna be fun, I think. Cause you got tentacles, which are always fun. Like at least artists drawing them make them look fun. So. Plus, you got like the suckers on the bottom. Like you can see it here, which is very fun. So that's gonna be fun. I'm excited for the hair because I've never drawn tentacles before. You'd think that I would have. Never though. Never have drawn tentacles. Now you can hear me scratching my pen against my tablet. That's an interesting note. Let's see. I think next week I'm gonna do a grandstanding stream where I just explain how grandstanding works. Because I do like talking about science, and it's important because we're gonna address it in every single All About Bacteria stream. Because it's not gonna be like a major thing, but it's gonna come up because it's an identifying feature of a lot of bacteria that they're either gram positive or gram negative. It's a very identifying feature for bacteria. I keep wanting to give him like a small tiny like smile, like, but it ends up looking like that, like the lower part of a kissy face, and I hate it. So we're just gonna, but I can't really give him that little. My default smile, if you ever want to know, is this, and I feel like that says enough about me as a person. Oh my god. Okay, got a little smile going on. All right. Let's see. Okay. He's got kind of tired eyes, so... Do. Yep. Now, why is drawing ovals so hard today? Today is not a great day for drawing. But it's not bad. It's a mediocre day. At least in terms of... Oh god, the fucking... Oh god, the fucking scroll wheel broke again. Ma, there's a weird fucking cat outside. It's drawing. What's it drawing, sweetie? Anime boys. That's what I this feels so weird though, having like a more humanoid model, because I'm so used to like the good old-fashioned cat model, like just sit in cat, that it feels weird to be a two-legged cat, even though I've I have a fursona. It's not Basili. I'm gonna say that now. It's not Basili. And I've drawn that fursona many a time. In fact, I have a like so I have a meme. Well, like there was a point in time where I was having like a shitty week. Like just and I remember I would like I drew an image. Okay, so I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause this current piece. And so I drew a like disgruntled version of my like a disgruntled reaction like style image of my persona. And then I was like, wait, I can't use that on Basili. So I just recolored it. I recolored it and this is what it is. It's almost the exact same image except it's different colors and there's like some details missing. I fucking love this image though. The original incarnation I've used so many goddamn times. Because it's just a good reaction image. It's a good reaction image, and because it's you can use it for mild disgruntled like reactions, or you could use it for just like utter disappointment, and it's great. I fucking love this image. So like, it's so good though. Like just me when I'm having a bad like if I'm having a bad day, we just replace the fucking. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh my god. So good. I love that image though. Like the fucking original I use so often, and like honest to God, if I could use that image forever. It is is it my best piece of work? At autonomy wise, no. And autonomy? Anatomy wise. English is not today. Even though it's my first language, you would think I'd be better at it. The answer is no. The answer is no. Well, it is what it is. Can we give him all eye? Why are his eyes bothering me? Wait, hold on. I like this eye. We're gonna keep this eye. We're gonna just that one never existed. Okay. I'm gonna look at his hair. Can we get away with covering the eye? Kind of. If I accentuate this kind of swoop like that, and then this one I do a little bit lower like that, I think we can kind of get away with it without changing the hair too much. I think we kind of get away with it. Or we could do this, like where I just elongate and reposition the main hair swoop. Like, what? What's wrong, boy? He noised. Like that. And then, what, Snooper? He is screaming. You can't hear him. Or see him. You can't hear him or see him. But he is screaming. And I don't know why. I wish cats could, like, tell you what's wrong. Because then it'd be so much easier to own one. Because instead of having to guess why they are screaming, you can just ask them, hey, what's wrong? And they could be like, yeah, this is wrong. And it's like, okay, boy. And then we got the underside of the tentacle. Always stay hydrated, by the way. That is my main tip of life advice. Always stay hydrated. It's good for you. We give an eyebrow. Okay, how much of the eye would actually be showing? I can't fucking get it to look right. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We can just do this. Or we could ignore it once we do the liner. There is going to be no shading, though. This is not one of those streams. This is a fuck it, we ball. I want to do... We're only probably going to do, like, 2 VTubers, though. Not VTubers. 2 suggestions. Because not all the suggestions are VTubers. Most of them are. Not all of them, though. Most of them are, though. Just because I need to go to bed at a reasonable time. Because I forgot I had a doctor's appointment the following morning. And I scheduled this stream really fucking late. Not like I had much choice to schedule it really fucking late. I'm kind of dependent on the schedules of everyone else around me. Womp womp. Okay, thank God that did not break. He's got like a little tendril. Little tendril. This is looking... It's looking. Oh wait, we gotta do the hat. What shape is the hat? Kinda like... trying to draw it. Oh my god. It's kind of like... weirdly like a baguette. A fucked up baguette. And then you have the brim. Which is this. Which is also a weirdly fucked up baguette. I don't know why they look like baguettes. Don't ask. I couldn't tell you even if you did ask. We could do them without the hat, but that feels wrong. I don't know if it is wrong. The hard part about VTuber references is they never include, like, notes about, like, what is or isn't optional in the character design. Like, okay, so in the furry sphere, usually on, like, character references, you have, like, oh, this accessory is optional, like, this is not optional, that type of, like, detail thing. But then on, like, VTuber references, because they usually just take it from the model, they don't have those notes. So here, I don't know if the hat is necessary or not, unless I go ask the other person. Which is like, I don't know his fucking time zone. I don't know. I don't even know if he's awake. So it's not like I can really ask him, like, hey, how the fuck do I draw? Is your hat like a mandatory thing? You can't just go... Because, like, I'm live now, so I can't really go and ask while live. I mean, wait, maybe he has an alternate reference. Hold on. The hat is not optional, I'm guessing, based on the alternate reference that is. That just seems to be the same reference without the... Oh, hello, it's Bub Express. How's it going? Can you draw a loop cluster from Project Alter Speak? Yeah, sure. I will add that to the list. I keep all the suggestions I get in a list, and I draw them all eventually. Because these streams, I usually don't get to all of them. Okay, so let's look back at the hat. so hard to tell because the hat color is that, and then the hair color is that, and they're not like too similar in color, but because there's not a whole lot of contrast, because they're both dark colors, it's hard as fuck to tell, especially because this is rendered and not flats. Side note, if you're ever going to post like a reference image, please make sure the reference image you include at least has some type of flat color in it. It makes color picking for drawings a lot easier, and it also makes everything like obviously include like a rendered bit because that makes things look nicer too, but also like having that non-rendered flat colors makes telling what you're looking at as an artist a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier. It's also why a lot of reference sheets don't tend to have rendering throughout the entire thing, at least from what I've seen. Some references will do that, but usually those references are less designed to be references and more like a design that someone bought. Like in the case of like adoptables, those are their own thing. I have like mixed feelings about adoptables because at the same time it's like, yeah, I get that bag, but also some adoptable designs just aren't original. And then you have this thing of like, oh, what if like some adoptables are just two ideas combined together? And it's like, dude, there's not many ways you can combine a blanket and a manta ray. Like, there's not many ways you can combine these two concepts and have it like. There's many ways you can color it, and obviously, but then there's the whole thing of like God, some people are taking insane things. Like, you can't copyright a color palette. You can't copyright a fucking pose. I fucking hate the like whole thing of like pose theft. No, pose theft is not a fucking thing. There is a limited amount of ways you can pose the human body. Like, there's a limited amount of ways you can pose animal bodies. Pose theft is not a fucking thing. And people who get up in arms about pose theft or like color palette theft are the worst type of people. Don't fucking hang out around those people. Because they're usually pretentious bastards. Like here's the thing. It's okay to not want your art to be like referenced heavily. And a lot of artists don't want their shit traced. Because obviously, it's disrespectful to trace to other artists' work and post it. Now, if you trace it and you don't post it publicly, like, go off, I guess, but still kind of weird. I mean, it's fine to trace for practice. I should probably specify if you're tracing to learn like how another artist does something like anatomy wise because you like how the artist does that. That's fine. That's usually people don't have a problem with that as long as you don't post it. And generally, the reason people have problems with posting traced art is because it's kind of copyright. Like, it's something. It's complicated. It's complicated. I can't tell what these little emblems on the hat are supposed to be. I'm assuming there's some type of wing, but I can't really tell. They just look like lines. I feel so bad. I'm probably bastardizing this poor dude's hat. Oh, oof. Yeah. Like, you can't copyright colors. You can't copyright poses. Like, you can copyright a character design, but that's like made up of different several factors. For example, color palette. But you can't copyright a color palette by itself. Like, you can copyright a character design, but that's because there's many different things that go into a character design. Like, color palette is a thing, but it's not really that big when it goes into character design because you can generally have a lot of character designs with the same colors in varying, but they still are all unique. Um, so there's like that as well. Like, no, like, and then like sometimes it's more egregious than others. Like, some people will get upset, like, oh, you use the same color combination as this character. Like, what? You don't own the color concept of like fucking yellow and pink together. Like, what? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Like, I just. Some things are fucking wild. It's insane. Things are insane. Like, generally, when it comes to drama, though, I don't fucking care. Like, because this is adjacent. Like, it's adjacent enough because, like, usually people will start drama over, like, oh, pose theft, or oh, these pieces of art look too similar, even though they're not traced, and you can clearly tell they're not traced. At most, heavily ref. Oh, hello, someone followed. Oh, I heard the notification, but I didn't see it. Oh, God. Oh, God, why? Hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what the links you're sending are. Oh! Okay, thank you. This is a. Oh, these are references for the character you requested. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. And thank you to whoever followed. I'm not sure who it was because I didn't catch the what's it? It's not called visual. No, it is visual because that's your name pops up on screen. A JPEG suggestion reference image. Okay, there we go. I have saved the flat colored one. Thank you. Thank you. It's Bub Express. Do you see that transformation piece? Oh, it's nice. Let me take another look at that. It's not the anime is actually pretty good. The anatomy is pretty good. Uh, Generally, I can't yell at you too much about anatomy because I too suck ass at anatomy. uh, Question: did you shade this with like a black color? Because some of the shading looks very gray, blackish. Um, you see the skin ripping. Yes, that is. Uh, it's not the most graphic thing I've seen. I will say that. It's pretty good. Um, don't worry, it's not that graphic. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Pretty good. The only thing I'd have to say is maybe when shading, I don't know if you're using like a solid black for shading, but if you're going to do shading, generally a lot of people will tell you not to do the solid like black on multiply because it tends to make your colors look really gray. Generally, you can shade with something like a dull purple and it looks a bit more vibrant. You can also use a dull, kind of like a dull blue. Pretty much any dull color can really work for shading, depending on like what your lighting is. Generally, a lot of people advise to go with a shading color that's kind of opposite to your light color. So, for example, if you were to go with, maybe not in the case of if you had like red lighting, probably not going with green because I think that would look a little weird. But like if you're going for like daylight scene, usually you'll have like this yellowy kind of orange lighting, so you'll go for like a blue or purple shade. So generally, and for that you can use just a normal multiply layer on slightly different opacity. So quick divergence from the color, not the coloring, the sketch of what we're doing right now. Uh, Let me find a solid brush. So, oh, so let's draw a circle here to demonstrate. So this is a pretty bright color. So I'm gonna select this. Oh wait, I forgot how Krita's selection feature works, because I always forget it works like that. So let's say we go with a kind of like black for the shading. Not, well, black, not black, but like gray. And then we set it to multiply. Oh, that's overlay. Multiply. You see how it kind of looks dirty and not very interesting to look at? Um, we can simulate a similar thing with black, or even in doing something like where you take the base color and make it slightly darker, but you still keep the same color. It's better than if you're using solid black, but it's still not great. A lot of people will be like, use a more colorful but like desaturated thing. So like, for example, this darker blue, um, especially if you're using something like, especially depending on the light source. So let's use, I usually tend to use dark purple, like, and I maybe lend the purple more red sometimes. But do you see how that looks better than um this? Even if we put it at the same like opacity, this looks better and more vibrant than this. So just a little shading chip. Otherwise, your art's actually pretty good. Like, good job. So back to what we were doing. Yeah, just and generally it's fine. A lot of people tend to make that mistake, especially if you're more on the new side to art. Like, it's one of those things you kind of pick up with time and advice. Otherwise, it's pretty good. But yeah. Generally, though, the best way to get better at art is to practice. Like if you're struggling with anatomy of something, practice drawing the anatomy of that thing. If you're struggling with drawing certain perspectives, practice drawing those things at like certain practice drawing those perspectives. Generally, the only way to get better at art is to practice. Practice in time. And trust me, you will get better. Even if your art style changes, you will get better at doing certain things, like anatomy. Alright, so let's look here. This is a black turtleneck. That's what it looks like. Alright, so okay. And then let me look here. I can't tell if that's a collar or if that's just a neck piece. Oh, glad Zero Strike did it. Well, they did a good job. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the character reference for this current drawing. Open image in new tab. Let me zoom in a little more. God damn it. Yeah, that looks like a collar. I don't know. It's hard to tell what it is. It's some type of neck accessory. It looks a little bit like it's not like a collar, but it's like some type of weird neckwear. So like it's not a part of the sweater though, so it's its own thing. It's kind of segmented and then you have like dots like that. All right. And then we got the one really good like shirt collar and then you have this messy kind of like collar part up here. Okay. So I love me some good asymmetry. It can be really helpful in having a design stand out. Oh god. You can tell I don't draw collared shirts very often. Just based on this. Uh, that's something I need to get better at. There's a lot of stuff I need to get better at, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with admitting that because it takes time to get better. And that's why I practice art. Well, I practice with I practice. That way I can get better at my hobby. Because I like my hobby. Okay, that's the shirt part. And then, oh, we have these buckles. These little buckle things. So, like, here. And, I think I need to do this. Okay, wait, I think I should probably try putting on background noise. Because I know I had it off for a bit because it wasn't working. Because YouTube just didn't want to work. Okay. Real quick, let's go. Oh. My tablet! It hit the fucking mic. Wait, where is my... Is OBS just... No, okay, OBS is normal on my end. It looks weird in the Twitch view. Okay. Is it normal? Or is it just... Okay, so it was... My laptop was just being a little weird for a bit. YouTube... I can't spell. YouTube.com. Alright, water. Alright, what is this? The... Yes, this is this. Boom, 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 ba-do-do-do-do-do. Ah! I'm okay. There we go. We have background music now. Hooray. Yippee. Yippee. Oh. Yippee. Alright, back to drawing. Because that's what we're here to do. We have background music again. Alright, we got like a pyramidal triangle. That's a weird word. Like, we got... Not pyramids, what are these called? Triangles. And they seem kind of like right triangles for the collar part on the jacket. So do. Hey, it worked. And then we just kind of do. And then oh, I fucked up the angle. Right. There's a reason I am not doing art professionally, and that is because I I like it as a hobby, but also my art is kind of dog shit, and that's okay. Because as long as it's dog shit, I always have something to improve upon. That's the good part about being mediocre, is you always have something to improve upon. My fucking tablet! Oh my god. Why is it behaving? Not behaving. Why is it misbehaving? What have I done to you? I've done nothing to you, buddy. Work with me here. Please. Please, I beg. I beg of you. Work with me here. My fucking tablet is not... Oh, now the zoom... It does this every time I draw on stream. I've only had this problem like I think once while I wasn't streaming. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what is going on with it. I don't think it's age because I've only had this tablet since October 2023. So it's not even like it's old and that's why it's misbehaving. It's just misbehaving because, I guess. All right, we gotta draw the sleeve part. That was easy. That was easy. Wait, where's the armband? I think that we would see like the top part of that. Let me know if the music is too loud or if it's too quiet or something like that. No, that's too much of the top part. Is that enough of the top part? I think that's enough of the top part. There we go. Yippee. 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 We did it. Hooray. Yippee. Yippee. Wait. That looks weird. Let me... There we go. Wait. No. I will not perfection spiral over the triangles. I will not perfection spiral over the triangles. We did it! Alright, let's erase all of our annotations over here. And, okay. I think this is not bad. Could be better, but, it's not bad. So, oh, wrong layer. So let's take this image. Oh, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. And let's make him big. Alright. He's got size. Alright. What? Why are you screaming, son? My cat is yelling. I am not sure why. Boy, come here. Snoop. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Here, boy. Come here. Here, boy. My idiot won't come to me. Which sucks, because he's just such a good boy. He's such a good boy. I love my cats. They are my precious idiots, and they can do no wrong. There you are, baby! Welcome, buddy! Hi! Hi, buddy! You're so cute. You're so cute. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy, Snooper Booper. You can't hear him, but he's purring. Oh, you are just the sweetest man known to the universe. High five? Yeah. Yeah. You're my grouchy old man. You're my grouchy old man. You're gonna be 8. Gonna be 8 soon. You're getting old, buddy. You're just gonna rub your head against the mic, bud. Aw. You're so stupid. Oh, I love you. Oh. Drop my pen. Oh my god. Don't bite. Don't bite. I'll pet you. I'll pet you, bud. Ow! Dude! No bite. No bite. If you're gonna be here, you're not gonna bite. Otherwise, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna put you down on the ground. Gonna set you down. Yeah, you can rub your head against that. That's fine. Okay. Don't bite. I saw what you were doing. You mischievous little man. Okay. Yeah? Where do you want pets? Here? Yeah, that's the spot. That's... Do you have a mat? You are just such a good boy. You are so good. And so cute. And you could do no wrong. Yes? Oh, you just want pet. You just want pet. Oh my god. I need to show you the supreme cuteness that is sitting next to me. He's being so polite. He is being so polite. And he is just being the littlest man in the whole wide world. He's just sitting next to me. What's got your attention, bud? What are you looking at? The door's locked, Snoop. Nobody's coming in. You're okay, buddy. What you looking at? Okay, seriously, what are you looking at? It's kind of scary. I don't see anything. Are you... Is it a ghost? Are you looking at a ghost, bud? Listen, you know I can't see those. Yeah. This is a regular occurrence if the cat's just crashing the stream. This happens frequently. They just come and show up and I say, hello, my precious little man. My precious little man. And I just pet him. Sometimes it's Mama Cat, but mostly it's the boys. And right now I have Snoopy, and he's just a sweet little... He's a sweet old man. He's gonna be 8. He's gonna be 8. Oh my god, you're so fucking old. You're so old. Like... I know some people are gonna be like, oh, 8's not that old. Cats usually live up to like 15 years. Yeah, I know that. But also, like, I've had this little guy since he was a baby. Like, I'm not exaggerating. He was born in this house. I've had him since he was born. Quite literally. This little guy has been in my life for almost 8 whole fucking years. That's insane. Him and his brother have been in my life for almost 8 years. Like, what? I remember when you were just a little baby. I remember when you were just a little baby. And now you're a whole grown-ass old man. You're so old. What the fuck? He is just an old man. And I love him for it, to be honest. Because he's living his best life. He lives here rent-free, he gets food, he gets water. Like, that's the dream, buddy. You don't even have a job. Oh, hold on, siblings calling. Give me a moment. Okay, family's no longer being left. Oh my god, I accidentally activated the secret toggle. It's not. So my toggles only go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. And anything after that is just absurdity. uh, sorry for the long, quiet pause. Back to your regularly scheduled programming, which is just me drawing. I still don't know if these little line things are supposed to be wings. I'm assuming that's what they're supposed to be. I'm taking the assumption that that's what they're supposed to be. Is it the right assumption? What are you doing?
Are you busy right now? Are you busy right now?
Sibling is asked question. I don't know how the fuck little wing emblem things work. I think we're just gonna behold. Oh, oh, that was too thick. Little wings. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just look, little wing, and then we do the same thing here. And because we just merged the little wing with the bigger wing, we can make the wings look fancier. Is that reference correct? No. Because I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm not even sure what the reference is asking for. So, well, not what it's asking for, but what these are supposed to be. Maybe these little decorations. I know he has rope on his hat. We're leaving that out because it is late. I am trying to go to sleep for, God, what's it called? Before 1 a.m. Because I gotta wake up at like 6:30 in the morning. So we're probably only gonna get through like one and a half of these. It's okay though. It's okay. There will be more streams, and because as long as people keep suggesting things to me, I will always have more to draw. And as I get bigger, I guess, like more people will suggest things, which means more drawing material. So, yeah. All right, let's do the little tentacle. I like how his hair is tentacles though. I think that's a fun little detail. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just do dots. I think that'll look the best. Yeah, I love science. Squid are interesting because I never knew they were mollusk. I'm not joking, by the way. Squid are mollusk. And I remember finding that out, and I mean, like, and going like, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean that the shellless creature, keep in mind, squid don't have shells, is a mollusk? You know, a group of animals defined by the characteristic of having shells. Like, what? Like, that was an interesting learning thing. Like, and to be fair, saying that aloud some sounds like makes me sound like a dumb, like an idiot, because it's like, what? You're going into biology and you didn't know that? And like, here's the thing, I'm going into microbiology, okay? I do not give a shit about the multicellular living things. I do not care. Frankly, I do not. I am more interested in what the small living guys do to the multicellular living things. You know, I do not care what is going on with with the with like squid and mollusks. So I just didn't know that they were classified as mollusk. I just didn't know that because they're cephalopods, and it's like, okay, cool. What do you mean they're technically a type of mollusk? And my fucking scroll wheel broke again. Now it's back. Okay, what? My scroll wheel. I don't know why it does this. But every time it does it, I get just a little more infuriated. You see, the nice part about having a pen, like a pen tablet, is that they have pen pressure. So you can draw thin lines. Oh, and now my tablet is janking out. Lovely. Thin, thin lines and thick lines with the same brush. Okay, now my tablet works again. Yippee. I don't know why I did that. I've had to do that a couple of times on stream, but generally it's fine. I don't know if it's like the pen, not the pen, like the tablet itself, or the fact that my laptop is not very well built for streaming. It works fine. I can run games and do stuff. And so far, it lets me stream without crashing. I've only had it crash, I think, like 2-3 times. So it's not that egregious in terms of usability.
Good night, Fatty.
Night. Siblings are weird. If you take away one thing from anything I do, let it be the science and not the fact I dislike my siblings. Yeah, let's just not do that. And now we go here with the little bang. I will say, having hair made out of not hair is fun. I think it's a fun little detail on characters. Like hair made of leaves, hair made of like yarn, hair made of in this case tentacles. I think it's always a fun detail because it adds so much personality to the design. To have something that looks like hair but is not hair. I think that's always a fun thing to have. Yeah. On a positive note, I finished my FAFSA today. Which is good, because it means I can register for fall classes. Well, soon. And then I'll also have my financial aid, so I know what I have to spend on fall classes. Money-wise. Time-wise, it's a different thing. But money-wise is probably more important. And that'll tell me that also will inform how much I have to spend on books after I spend what I have to for applying for classes. Life advice: if you don't know what you're gonna do, if for whatever reason you're like a college senior and you're chilling in my stream, which good for you, I guess. Um, and you don't know what you want to do, but like, here's the thing: if you don't know what you want to do, don't go to college right away. I'm gonna be real with you. If you don't know what you want to do, don't go to college right away. You will. College is expensive. Even if you go to something like a community college, it's still fucking expensive. Like, you're talking like it's less expensive tuition than often, like, 4-year colleges, but it's still pretty damn expensive. Because, like, 2K a semester, 3K a semester, depending on how many classes you're taking, it's expensive. So, generally, if you don't know what you want to do, um, if you don't know what you want to do, don't go to college right away. You're gonna waste money because you're gonna have to change your major if you don't know what you want to do. If you know what you want to do and you know it requires college, go to college. Like, for example, I know what I want to do. I know I want to do microbiology. I know to be a microbiologist, I have to go to college because I have to get a degree in microbiology. So I know what I want to do and I know what level of education it requires. And for some people, they do know what they want to do for the rest of their lives. But if you're a high school student, and keep in mind, most high school students who are graduating and who are thinking about college and that type of stuff are around 17, 18, maybe 16 in some cases. Um, and you're not sure what you want to do. If you live in the United States, because I don't know how it works in Europe, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how it works in Europe. Because I'm pretty sure it works differently in Europe than what it works as in America. Because in America, you have K through 12, and then you have like college as an optional thing depending on your career. And here's the thing: you can be an artist and not go to college. Like, there are plenty of artists out there who never went to art school. Obviously, if you want to work in like the mainstream kind of like animation industry, or like, mainstream art, like character design for big shows or big like productions, then obviously you're probably going to have to go to art school for that. But if you want to be like a freelance artist and you don't particularly care about working on big productions, then you don't need to go to art school. And I would kind of not recommend it. Because keep in mind, art school can teach you things, but you can also learn those things through time and practice. You can learn those things through YouTube as well, especially because now YouTube tutorials exist. There are thousands of YouTube tutorials out there teaching you how to draw a hand, how to shade, how to do line art, how to render paintings, how to animate. You really don't, like, obviously, please seek advice from like your family, your friends, your high school counselor. Seek those type of advices before, like, obviously, I'm a streamer. I am not an art major of any kind. So my advice on like what you need to do for like if you want to do art professionally probably doesn't fucking matter. I'm just telling you what I've seen. Like, what I've seen and what I know. Cuz like, to be a successful artist on the internet, you don't need to go to art school. You don't. I'm I have seen plenty of my artist friends on my other social media platform who, are very popular and have not gone to art school a day in their lives. And their art better than mine. I'm not gonna lie to you and say their art's bad. It's not. My art will never be theirs. What the fuck are you children doing? Cats, behave. I think I'm gonna just drop the straps because I'm not sure how to make those work. Like, so like, obviously, if you want to go into the professional field of like animation as a job, like and you want to do something like animation or graphic design working for big companies, you're probably gonna need, that level experience. But if you want to do freelance art, if you want to do freelance work, it's a saturated market. But if you want to do it, because don't let it being a saturated market stop you. Don't let it stop you. If you really want to do freelance artwork, you don't need to go to college. What you need is good skills. You need skills though. Obviously, you can't do freelance art and not be decent at art. That doesn't work. Because people pay for decent and or good quality. They pay for the quality of the art. And if you can only draw stick figures and like you don't have good art, like if you don't have good art and you're trying to be a freelance artist, nobody's gonna fucking pay you. Nobody's gonna want you because like there are many more better artists. Thank you for the follow, or is it a raid? What is going on? Hello. Thank you to whoever followed. Thank you, a burnt buck, for the follow. This is just me rambling. Alright. Rambling and doing art. Yeah. And some jobs, like the not career fields, but yes, some jobs, not the career fields. Oh my god. And obviously some jobs like what's the word they give? Carpentry, you can get those from going to like a trade school. Trade jobs do not require you to go to college. At least some of them don't. It depends on the trade job, and obviously do your research, but generally you're better off going to a trade school than you are going to college. Probably cheaper too, I'd say. I don't know. Because I am not going to a trade school. I am going to college because I know the field I want to go into requires me to go to college. Because microbiology is a very science field. It's a very science field. Yes, Basili. Good job. Good brains. It's a science field, and science fields generally require you to go to college. Why? Because science. No, okay. But because generally there's a lot of science courses get much more specific at a not high school level. Genius, Basili, genius. College level, yes. My brain, it works sometimes, I swear. And obviously some fields of science are more specific than others, and some fields of science are going to, you're not going to learn about them in high school. Nobody is going to teach you about bacteriology in high school other than maybe like a passing mention in your bio class. Obviously, I kind of learned about it because, well, I went to special high school my last 2 years of high school. And I basically spent half of my day at those last years of high school doing nothing but biology. And so, obviously, I kind of had to learn about bacteria. And, the fact that microbiology is a thing. Because, surprise, microbiology overlaps with a ton of science. I'm not even joking. Bioremediation. I've used this example before, and I will continue to use it because it's the most easy example I can think of off the top of my head, and also because I just learned it in not high school. I am a college student. Why the fuck am I thinking about high school? My brain does not work. It's great. Yeah, but because it's an example I learned about recently in my college textbooks. We know of a microorganism that can metabolize uranium waste from an not insoluble form. Oh my lord. Soluble form to an insoluble form. And if you're wondering what's so special about that, here's the thing. Soluble stuff likes to be in chill and vibe and water. Because soluble basically means it dissolves in stuff. So the concern with soluble uranium existing, especially because there are some pits of, just uranium waste out there, specifically in Tennessee. Oh god, I forgot the name of it. But so there's some concerns with that uranium waste that it could leach into groundwater. You don't really have to be a scientist to know uranium is toxic, and groundwater tends to be where we get a lot of drinking water and stuff from. So maybe heavy metal that is toxic and can cause, radiation sickness. But what? No. What the fuck happened here? Yeah, what was that? My scroll wheel malfunctioned. It's great. We're surviving, chat. But that microorganism specifically, it's a bacteria, and we use it for bioremediation to, turn this soluble form of uranium into an insoluble form so we can then take it with proper PPE and move it somewhere safer where it's not going to leach into groundwater. So, and obviously, there's other cool uses for bacteria, like hormone production. I've mentioned this before several times, and I will continue to mention it because it's one of the things that I learned and that has stuck with me, and I think is really fucking cool. Because most people don't know it. Several human hormones, synthetic human hormones, not real, not real. No, they are real. I meant organic. Not organic. What's the word I'm looking for? Like synthetic human hormones made in a lab setting. We can use bacteria to synthesize this hormone because some bacteria are really good at synthesizing hormones. One example, E. coli. E. coli is easy as fuck to genetically modify. If you don't believe me, I can show you pictures. And they're my pictures too. Well, not pictures of me, but pictures of my several times I've done the experiment. And by several times, I mean the 2 times it actually worked properly. And then I don't have photos of the 1 time where it worked mediocrely. And I obviously don't have 2 photos of the 2 times where it didn't work. And the 2 times it didn't work weren't my fault. The fridge malfunctioned, and I can tell that story. And oh my god. But do I want to tell that story? No, because who the fuck wants to hear the story of, yeah, so I was really excited for this one lab, and my freshman year we didn't know if the fucking what's it called? What's plasmid? The plasmid for the experiment survived. And the experiment didn't work, but we also found out the antibiotic that what you were supposed to use for some of the plates also went bad, and it was a shelf stable. I think it was shelf stable. Oh god, I don't remember. But then next year, my senior year, at the beginning of the school year, when we tried the fucking lab again, we found out that the gosh dang frickin' plasmid had gone bad with the fridge. And so I did the experiment twice for nothing. Not really. Me and my class learned that the plasmid had gone bad in the fridge, so my teacher had to order more plasmid. So, it wasn't for nothing, but it was still kind of infuriating because, like, damn, I was so fucking excited for that goddamn experiment. Like, because the experiment was Piglo. Piglo, really easy lab, really easy way of introducing genetic engineering. Basically, you take E. coli, you introduce a plasmid that makes it glow green and also makes it antibiotic resistant, and then you basically go through the process of simple bacterial transformation. It works, and you get really cool, the glowing green E. coli, and it's very cool and fun, and I fucking love it because it's so cool. Oh my god, I love it. It's such a cool experiment, and I've done it. It doesn't matter how many times I do it. I'm still gonna fucking love that experiment because it's so cool. It is such a cool experiment. And at some point I gotta do like just a whole like I almost said lecture. That's not what this is. A whole stream where I just explain the process, and then we do what are they called? Like virtual labs together to put the process in action, because I don't have the proper space to actually genetically modify anything, even through something simple as like bacterial transformation. Also, I don't think my family would very much appreciate me fucking growing microorganisms in the house. I would love to do that though. I would love to actually just do a stream where I can actually have like live live bacteria next to me, like a hand cam stream where I show, or we basically inoculate an auger plate and then like do a follow up stream where we look at the growth on that auger plate. I think that would be fun. Do I have the resources to do that? No, because an incubator is fucking expensive. Micropipettes, fucking expensive. Petri dishes, probably not that expensive. They're made out of plastic. Agarose, probably not that expensive either. But oh my god, it is expensive to do science. And I hate it. Because I swear, I just want to grow microorganisms. And not even for like nefarious purposes. Just because I fucking like my goddamn little microscopic creatures. Please, let me grow bacteria. Please, please. I like if I ever get like a big following and I have like enough money to the point where I can like buy my own little like lab space or something, like where I can buy not buy like rent a building or some shit and just make myself a little lab. I think that'd be like the biggest. Is it an unrealistic goal? Yes. But if it ever happened, I think I would fucking genuinely cry. Like I think if I ever got that popular and I made that much money off of streaming to the point where I could just like, by the way, my fucking mouse is still broken. Not mouse, my what's it called? My scroll on my tablet is still not working. Why are you It's not working. Ah, this sucks. Wait, yes, no. Okay, what if I shift? Okay, no. Wait, did that work? I don't think it. Wait, oh, okay, scroll's back. Yippee! We're back to scrolling, boys. Oh. Maybe not. Come on. God damn it! Oh, my god. 1 second, chat. I am gonna. The suffering is real. That's a solid idea. I hope one day it can happen. Yes, me too. Hello. Popped in on a topic, but I fully agree with an I'm an artist and we'll have to follow. Yeah, the suffering real. Yep. So suffering is real. Oh my god. But that would be fun. To just one day be able to do a hand cam stream and just Agaros. Like just like not even just Agaros, but like hand cam stream stream where I like we do like Piglo like a Piglo lab together on stream. That would be if I ever was able to do that. I think that would be like my version of making it as like a streamer. To if I ever had like the resources to do that, that would be the equivalent to me of like making it. Because I know for a lot of people, like the idea of making it as a streamer is like, oh, you make a lot of money, or oh, you have a large following, or what is the, or whatever. No, my idea of making it is being able to have my own little lab where I can just demonstrate cool ass microbiology science, like hand cam stream where we can just do where we can do oh my god so many cool things, dude. I fucking love microbiology. I will never not love microbiology. And because obviously I'm going to college for it. Of course, I hope I'd like my fucking field. But there's just so many cool uses and like things about microbiology. You don't think about it. You don't think about it. A lot of people just don't think about it on a day-to-day basis unless it makes you sick. And then you're like, "Oh, this stupid fucking bacterial infection. Oh, I can't believe I have to take antibiotics or I can't believe I have to go to the doctor." But like, listen, there is so much more to bacteria. Face looks so weird. There is so much more to bacteria. There's so much more to viruses. There's just an incredible like wide range of diversity with what you can do with those. And I fucking love it. I fucking love it, man. I like it's so incredible to me that there's just like there's just microorganisms that you don't think about on a day-to-day basis, but they're so important. They're so important. Like nobody thinks about, oh yeah, the bacteria in my stomach, they help me digest stuff. Like nobody thinks about that. Nobody thinks about the fact that, oh, most modern human insulin produced with produced with E. coli. Like nobody thinks about that. But like it's honestly so fucking cool. And like I wish like like cuz it's so cool cuz even though these things are so small, microorganisms are fucking tiny. They have such a big impact. And that's insane to me. That's insane to me. Even things like viruses where it's like, yeah, these make you sick. Like all not all microorganisms are bad. Not even viruses. Like it's so cool. It's so cool and insane to me. And every time I think about it, like it makes me happy. It makes me smile. I like because nobody ever learns about this type of stuff unless you're like a medical student. In which case you learn about, oh, all these types of infection caused by these microorganisms, or you're going into microbiology, or you're going into biology, or you're going into something or the other in like a specialized field of science. But nobody you don't learn about it in high school. You never learn about it in most cases in high school, even though it is so incredibly cool and there is so many incredible like ways that these pathogens and these even non-pathogenic bacteria impact our lives. And it's just it makes me cry. It makes me fucking cry. Okay, it makes me cry. And it makes me cry. And oh, hello, Kibby. I know I'm crying. I know Dad's crying. Don't worry, I'm not sad. My cat's here. My cat's here. Honestly, it's one of the things I'm very. Oh, I knocked over my pen. Oh, okay. That's a invert selection. It's one of the things I'm very passionate about, and like, I love it. I love my field of science, and I'm happy I found it. I'm happy I learned about it, and I'm happy that I found it and just went, yeah. Because the more I learn about my field, the more I fall in love with it, and it makes me so it makes me so happy. It makes me so fucking happy. Like I love my field, and I think I'll always love it. Like, and I think I want to share what I know with other people. And as long as I can teach you watching this something new, like about a field of science you don't really ever hear about, that makes me happy. That's all that matters. Even if it's just a small fun fact and you've never heard that fun fact before, doesn't matter. I still taught you something, and that's still someone else in the world who now knows something about a field they may have never thought about. And that makes me happy. I think that's the biggest thing I want to do as like a VTuber is like spread what I know with other people. And like I know a lot of people they want to do VTubing for entertaining, and that's a good goal. But I think for me, I if I do anything meaningful with my platform, I think I want it to be that. I think I want it to be introducing people to a field of science they've they might have never heard of before. Field of science you don't think about a lot until you get sick. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do with my platform. Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm crying. It's happy tears though. Don't worry. Oh my god. Uh, God, I love microbiology. I gotta take a minute. God damn. One second. Oh my god. All right. Oh my god. I I wish I had like a happy crying setting, but like the only tears I have are just. Oh, that's how you fucking rotate it. I forgot that rotating canvas in not Ibis. This is Krita is done via the number keys. So it's done by 4. 5 sets it back to 0. It's done by 4 and 6, which either unconveniently or funnily enough are also my toggles. Oh my god. Oh, hello, baby. Got another cat coming to visit. Different one. Same flavor. 2 black cats and a Siamese one. They always interrupt my stream. It's guaranteed, kind of. But they're so sweet and precious. You're just an old lady. You're an old lady. Oh my god. Oh my god. That would have been helpful to know several days ago when I was doing all my asset updates. That would have been a helpful thing to know. Do 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 do. Wow, it's getting late. I'm like, yeah, this will be a short stream. I think we'll only do like 1 or 2, and we're just now coloring the first one. Yes, I'm. What are you looking at, Beppy? Why are you looking at my screen? Wait, I wonder how you would react to my VTubing model. Nope, do not jump. Mama, Mama Kiki. Kiki. Baby. Hi, baby. God. I love my idiots. They are just. They are the tiniest things known to man. Cats? I love cats. They're like. I'm not a dog person. I don't hate dogs. Dogs, they're cool. I just don't. I just have not spent a lot of time around dogs. Cats, on the other hand, I've been living with cats now for the past almost 8 years, consistently. Actually, no, 9. Because before I had my current cats, we had an out. I know outdoor cats are bad, so before you judge me, at the time I was like 10, and my family didn't know this, and also me and several other members of my family are allergic to cats. So that's why we had an outdoor cat before anyone judges me. Yes, I'm aware it's bad for both the health of the cat and the ecosystem. Didn't know that when I was 10. So even before I had my current cats, I still had cats. Um, so I've spent the past like 9 years of my life consistently around cats in some shape or form. So like these little guys, they're the coolest animals in the world to me. Like, like they're wild. Like this is a wild carnivorous animal that is very capable of hunting and killing things. And it just lives in my house. Crazy. They are very sweet, though. I will say, cats are very friendly and sweet. Like, I know not all cats are like that, but like, if you socialize them enough, you have a very sweet friend right there. Like, obviously, it also comes down to personality. Some cats just do not like to be shown affection, which is fine. Biggest thing with cats, though, is respect their boundaries. If a cat does not want you petting it, does not want you petting it, don't pet it. If a cat is like, hey, don't pet me in this area, you don't pet it in that area. Like, a lot of people are like, I'm convinced people, like, not me specifically, but a lot of people are like, oh, people who hate cats either A, have not met a friendly cat, or B, don't understand boundaries. And to some degree, yeah. And hear me out. I think the diehard dog people are not bad people. That's not what I'm about to say. But if you think about it, dogs generally don't understand, like, they don't have clear boundaries. Like, you can pet a dog pretty much anywhere within reason and they're not going to care. Dogs are people. Dogs are extroverted animals who they want to spend time with you all the time. Cats, you have to earn their trust and love and affection. Which and they also set boundaries. Like, cats are animals with boundaries, and it's a weird thing to say aloud if you've never owned a cat. Like, cats, they establish boundaries. And so a lot of people don't understand that about cat behavior, and they think cats are like dogs. It also extends to like body language as well. I've seen so Basile lore. IRL, I like to volunteer at my local shelter. Usually, I work with the cats. That's where these stories are about to come from. So, a lot of people I have seen don't understand cat behavior at all. And like sometimes they understand like dog behavior and they'll try to apply that to cat behavior. When no, that's not no. Cats are different than dogs. They do not have the same behaviors. Like not behaviors, yeah. No, yeah, behaviors. Body language, that type of thing. So sometimes you'll get people like seeing a cat like wag their tail, which is usually like cats often will wag their like tail tips. That's what I've seen, and usually that doesn't mean anything bad. But when a cat is wagging their full tail, that is not a sign that a cat is happy. That is not a sign that a cat is happy. And if you've only ever been around dogs or you not don't have a lot of experience with cats, a lot of people don't know that. Or a lot of people think that cats are very much liking of affection all the time. And like here's the thing, if you're in a shelter and you're interacting with shelter cats, you've got to understand, got to understand that not all shelter cats who come into the shelter are going to be friendly, especially not right away. It's just how it works, especially if you're thinking of kittens. Like, oh, the kittens must be friendly, right? Here's the thing, kittens in shelters usually come from outside. And usually, at least from what I've seen in my area, those cats that are outside are usually not the friendliest of people, especially the longer they've been outside. So a lot of these kittens come in semi-feral. Well, not feral, but like under-socialized. They're not the biggest fans of people, especially if they're coming in sick, because then their associations with people are vets and shelter workers trying to give them medicine. You can imagine a lot of cats don't like that, especially when you're an itty bitty baby cat. And so, a lot of kittens, even though they come into the shelter, are probably not going to be well socialized. At least not in the beginning. Obviously, shelter workers and volunteers will probably work and handle with the kittens and work on socializing them. It sounds fun, like, oh, socializing a cat or kitten can't be that hard. Nope. Trust me. It sounds fun and cute. In reality, some cats are really hard to socialize. It can take a long time, but it is satisfying, I will say, to see a cat that had a very antisocial behaviors, to say the least, like come out of that shell. I can't get the I don't want to use pure white. Okay, what if I do this? There we go. That's like got a slight yellow tinge to it, I think. No, that just looks like the skin. That just looks like the skin. No. Oh, my back. Oh god, my back. My posture is horrendous. Cats? Oh, the drawing's going well. Welcome, chat. Welcome, Violet. Cats, yes, cats. I am a cat person. Well, both in terms of model, but also I own cats. I own 3 of them right now. They are very sweet. They are little creatures. I have one of them right near me. Hi, Mama. Oh, she knocked over my headphone case. She's on the table. The other 2 are around here somewhere. I own 3 cats. They are all very sweet. Why are you looking at the ceiling fan? It's just a fan, girly. I've been around cats for the past like 9 years of my life, so I'm very much a cat person. I like dogs as well. Just more of a cat person. Like dogs cool. All right, cat body language. Where was I? A lot of people don't understand cat body language, and a lot of people kind of have the assumption that cat body language must be similar to dog body language. And even then, people can't read dog body language. I swear, people cannot read dog body language. You'd be surprised the amount of people who cannot read animal body language. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Like, so, one story. Okay, so I was volunteering, and we had one cat in the cat room who when she came in, was pretty aggressive. Not in like the kind of way of like a feral cat where they don't want to be associated with humans, but more like the way of like she wanted to be associated with, like she wanted to associate with humans. She wanted to be around people, but her only associations, and like because she was one of, I think, 30 plus cats who came in. I can't remember if it's like 39 or 40. It's one of those 2 numbers, but one of a lot of cats who came from a hoarding situation. Okay. Now, considering that she was the only very, very obviously unfriendly one out of like 39 to 40 cats, that is a pretty good number. Pretty good number. I will say 1 out of like 39, 1 out of 40. That's incredible. Now, to be fair, some of those cats did have behavioral problems. They didn't like being around other cats. They didn't like sharing, those type of things, but they were very friendly with people. So, not like workable. Like, that sounds so mean, but like like, like they were very easy to, kind of like work with and accommodate. Like, okay, this cat doesn't like other cats. It just has to go to a single pet home. That's not that hard to do. Or, oh, this cat doesn't like sharing. Probably also going to have to go to a single cat home. Like, those type of cats, they're very easy to find adopters who are able to accommodate their needs and stuff. But when you have a very unfriendly cat, you have to work with that cat on socializing it. And so, me, another volunteer, and shelter staff had been working for a very long time with this cat to get her to a point where she was pretty social. She was still a little shy, but she was much friendlier than what she was at the start. And so I was there volunteering one day, and a group of several adults come into the cat room, and they're like, "Hey, we're here to look at the cats." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Just so you know, this one cat, she's friendly, but she's not there. She's not completely friendly yet. We've been working with her. She's made some substantial progress. She's still, she's still a little bit spicy. So maybe don't bother her, because right now, like, don't bother her too much." It's like, and to be fair, at the time, the cat was also hiding in a cat tree. So keep that in mind. And these people proceed to ignore the advice of, hey, like, just keep in mind, I also made sure to inform them that, hey, I'm a volunteer. I don't work here. Like, I didn't want them to think I was an employee. But also, like, it's like, hey, Like, you'd think that a rational adult would be like, this person who volunteers here and who probably volunteers here frequently is telling me this cat, you know, is friendly but not completely friendly. And this cat is clearly hidden away in a cat tree, not wanting to be bothered. I should admire this cat from a distance. You would think. You would think that'd be the logical thought process. But these adults decide to immediately try to pet the cat, and thankfully she didn't bite or hiss at them or scratch them. But still, like, what? How do you see a cat hiding in a tree, hear a volunteers tell you, hey, this cat is somewhat friendly, but still not completely there yet, so she may or may not be in a good mood. Don't, maybe don't, how do you hear those warnings and go, I think I shall stick my hand into this cat tree where this cat is hiding and clearly bother them? Like, what? What? Another time, so the shelter has someone who cleans out the dog kennels, during the weekdays. This girl, very sweet girl, very much, cares about what she does, cares about the animals. And so she came in and wanted to, say goodnight to the animals before she left for the day, right? And this one kitten was very clearly didn't want to be, hugged or anything. Didn't want physical contact. To be fair, she also probably had some type of disability, so I don't know if this was specifically her failing to read body language part, or her not very well understanding this animal's social cues, or a mix of the both things. But she tried to hug the kitten, and the kitten scratched her on the face. And thankfully, it wasn't bad. She was fine, but, like, the cat was showing clear signs of distress. Like, huh? So those are, like, the two standout stories of people not understanding, like, cat behavior that I've seen. And obviously, those are, like, obviously, the girl I'm talking about is, like, an older teen, probably, like, 16, 17. And so not, like, a child. Obviously, children are much worse at understanding cat behaviors and animal behaviors in general. But that's because children kind of, especially younger children, tend to, lack the knowledge of this animal displays these behaviors when upset. Like, so I obviously have some examples of that with, like, small children coming in to visit the cats with their parents and, kind of trying to play with the cats. Obviously, none of these children were hurt. But still, like, yeah. All right, that's Momo down. That cat was so that was so disrespectful to the cat. What the fuck? No, yeah, a burnt buck. That is generally, like, it's insane. And to be fair, the reason I mostly work with cats is because I've not been around enough dogs where I feel comfortable working with them and understanding what certain signs of, distress are, or what certain signs of this or that are, which is why I don't really work with the dogs. Because I don't want to fuck around and find out. I love dogs, but I'm not willing to take an accidental risk of, walking a dog and not realizing they want to go back and them getting upset. The dog. Which is why I work with the cats. Because I'm around cats 24/7 because I live with, well, not 24/7, but, like, most of my day when I'm at home, I am around cats in some way, shape, or form. Because I own 3 lovely little furballs. Alright, wait. I closed my fucking request list. God damn it. Wait, it's in my history. Never mind. We're good. We win. Alright. So that's Momo. I can cross that off the list. Alright, what's a easy one to do? All of these are people. Oh, Lord. Okay, we got Sin, Alpun, Bunkum, Mikon from Anime Mikon Enki, Luke Custer from Project Altered Beast, and the girl holding Sukachi. Okay. It's getting late. I don't want to end stream just yet. We can still get, I think, one suggestion done. Lamal, fair point, is a dog owner. It's hard to tell sometimes because all animals have their own personality. Yes, a burnt buck, yes. To a degree, knowing animal behaviors can only get you so far when interacting with an animal. Certain animals, like all animals, also have their own behavior. Generally, the reason animal behaviorism is so important is because there's some general signs of certain like emotions, like for example, distress, that are kind of easy to identify if you know what to look for. All right. Let's. Trying to figure out what to like draw for the last couple minutes of stream. We could draw a cat. Wait. I could draw one of my cats. It's not a suggestion, but because I want to go to bed before 1 a.m. and the rest of the suggestions are people, I'm not about to do that to myself. I have a set. I want to go to bed before 1 a.m. and I can draw cats. You see, the joy of being a cringy middle school enjoyer of warrior cats is... Why the fuck is my shit blue? Why the fuck is my Twitter blue? I came here to grab an image of my cat. Why are you blue? I usually have you set to purple. Why are you blue? What have they done to my Twitter? No. Display, yes. What have you done to my colors? Thank you. That's the color I would like you to be. And also dim. There you go. There we go. Now my Twitter looks normal. Alright, where's my what? Where is my other Twitter account? Where is my art and private Twitter? Where is that? Why is it only Basily Boy? Where is my existing Twitter account? Okay, maybe I have an image of my cat saved to my laptop, and we can just use that as a reference. That is great. Is this one of my cats? Or... glowing green feline machine. It's a meme. It's a meme of the glowing Mayo cats. The glowing Mayo Clinic cats. Oh, that's not what I wanted. God. It's just titled cat in my downloads file, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's one of my cats. No, this is what it is. And yes, that image is real. That image is real. I could just send over a like reference image from my phone. Do you have a platform where you accept fan art and doodling your PNG to while you're talking? Yes. My Twitter, which is the exact same name as my what's it called? Twitch. It is the same name, and I have a fan art tag, which is I gotta remember what it is. It's Stromalite and then Scribbles, I think. Let me double check. I have it in my bio now. I put it in my bio after I did like my like official little debut thing. Wait. I gotta fix my description on Twitch, because it still says pre-debut. Yeah, it is Stromalite Scribbles. That is the fan art tag. So if you want to drop it there on Twitter, you can. All right. So I am going to try and draw my cats from memory. Well, one of them at least. I think we're gonna do one of my black cats because I have two of them. So I think we're gonna do Snoopy because he is just the sweetest boy in the whole wide world. So gotta start out with like the base. Oh my god, why is this so hard? The base of like a circle, and I'm just gonna draw like the little head. We're gonna do like this emoticon style because he's just a little guy. So he's a long-haired cat. So let's see. Of my three cats, I have two long-haired, and then I have one shorter, and also I have two black cats. And guess which cats are the long-haired cats? It's the black ones. The black cats are the ones with long fur, and they are extremely adorable. And so we have the boys, who are Snoopy, who is a black long-haired male, and then we have Bad Ears, who is a Siamese. The pattern, not the breed. None of my cats are purebred. I don't know what their breeds are. We got Snoopy. He's a long-haired black cat. He's got these yellowy amber eyes. He is very pretty. He's a good boy. He is the goodest of good boys. I I love my dumb little son. He got his name because he always ends up in places he shouldn't be. He likes to snoop around, which is how he got his name Snoopy. So he shares a name with a cartoon dog. He is not a cartoon dog. Well, he's not named after the cartoon dog. Uh, and he is 7. He'll be 8 on June 2nd. That is his official birthday. And yes, I know the date he was born because he was born in this house. He was born in this house because his mother, Mama Cat, that's her name, who is about a year or two older than the boys, so probably like uh probably like 9, 10 maybe. She's an old lady. She's sweet, but she was a pregnant stray. She was before she was pregnant. She was a stray in the neighborhood. She ended up getting pregnant, and I brought her inside, and she had babies. And we kept 2 of her babies, and the other 2 babies went to live with a coworker of my mom's, who has a lot of cats, and they're all well taken care of, though. So even though she has a lot of cats, all her cats are well taken care of. So they're at a good place. They're vibing. They're chilling. They're living the life. But we kept 2 of them, and the 2 we kept are Bad Ears and Snoopy. So Snoopy is this very cute, very fluffy black cat. He loves affection. He will lay on you. He is the sweetest man. Uh, he is so sweet and just a lovable little ball of fluff. Um, he's got these kind of yellowy eyes, and he's just the sweetest little man in the whole world, and I love him. He is my son. And then so he is 7. He'll be 8 soon. And then we have Bad Ears, same age, same birthday. He is a short-haired Siamese. The color, not the breed. And yes, the color is not specific to the breed. It's called Siamese after the breed, but it's it's not specific to the breed. It's a breed standard, but it's not like locked behind the breed. If that makes sense. It's just more associated with the breed. He is like if Snoopy's sweet, then Bad Ears is take that up like a couple of notches to 10. He is just absolutely a lap cat. He loves being held. He is such a sweet man. He is very vocal. He's just a sweet little guy. He's a little fella. He's not very small, but he is just the little guy. He likes to sleep on people's beds, and he will bite you if you are not paying enough attention to him. I mean, Snoopy will also bite you if you're not paying enough attention to him, but Like, Bad Ears does it more often than Snoopy does. And then there's Mama Cat. She's much shyer than the boys, but she still loves affection. She's very sociable. She talks a lot. She's a big yapper. She is so sweet. She is just a sweet little old lady. She doesn't take shit from anyone. Like if the boys try to start a fight with her, she usually wins that fight. She is the sweetest little gal in the whole wide world, and she's just so sweet and she's precious. She has green eyes, and an interesting thing about her is that one of the pupils is slightly smaller than the other, and it's very interesting, and it doesn't affect her vision. She sees perfectly fine. It's just aesthetic, I guess. She's very sweet. She's very lovable. She doesn't like being picked up, neither does Snoopy, but Batters loves being picked up. Batters loves being held. He is just the sweetest man. They're all very sweet. We used to have another cat. His name was Pippin. He unfortunately passed away earlier this year due to medical issues. Well, it sucks, but it happens. But he was weird. He was so fucking weird. He was this orange fluff ball. He was this long-haired menace. He loved ice water, and he would always come after we got this, like, our new fridge, because our old fridge broke, I think, like 2 years ago. And so after we got the new fridge had a ice maker, and he would always come running whenever he heard the ice dispenser of the fridge. And he was very goofy. He was very silly. Um, he was just a little guy. He was very silly. He wasn't very affectionate, but I do remember him fondly. Because I remember when I was sick, I had like the flu really bad one time, and he just laid on my he would curl up on my thigh and just purr and let me pet him. And so even though he wasn't the most affectionate little guy, he was still a sweet boy. He got along really well with Snoopy. Mama Cat did not like him. Uh, Mama Cat did not like him, but he got along really well with Snoopy. They were always cute. They would always cuddle together. It was adorable. But yeah. So, but yeah, like man, I like to think he still haunts the like the house. Like he's just. I like to think that even though he's gone, he's not gone. He's still here. I'd like to think of like that. Like, I know ghosts are probably like an not scientific or real thing, but I don't care. I like to think my stupid little orange cat is around here just running about causing mischief because it makes me happy and it makes me smile. All right, we're done with the sketch. Oh God, my what? Hold on. Okay. All right, we're done with the sketch. And then we gotta go on to line art. Do. I can't do black line art because this is a black cat. We can do almost black. But yeah. I don't know. It's just funny to envision like an orange cat just kind of like curled up on the table, just like waiting for an ice machine, and like in a ghost. Like, because like usually people are like, "Oh, ghosts are scary," but like, listen, if ghosts can exist and be malevolent, why can't ghosts be, non-malevolent and just be your pet? Like, it's like because like think about it. If ghosts exist and ghosts can be malevolent creatures, why can't your cats and dogs exist? Like your pets that have passed away, why can't they just exist in your home and vibe and like protect you? And I know a lot of people are like, well, ghosts or spirits who who passed away with unresolved things, and it's like, okay, womp womp. Like the idea that your cat or dog is still kind of like watching over you because they loved you so much and they want to make sure you're safe even without them. That's like a cute idea. And like it makes like it's a good motivation for why they would be a ghost. It makes sense. So even like the whole oh they have unresolved business thing. Like, yeah, your cat's unresolved business is making sure you don't die. That's your cat's unresolved business. That's like why you would have a ghost cat in your house. Same with like a ghost dog or a hamster or whatever. Plus, I don't know, it's just like it's like a nice way of remembering them. Cause I don't know, there's no point in being sad about it. Everyone dies at some point. Pets, people, everyone dies. And so why be sad when you can remember them? And you know, like cope with it in some healthy way. Like plus the idea that they're still around in some way or shape or form, it's comforting. Like yeah, they're not physically here, but they're still here. And it's comforting in that way, I think. Man, we are ending this on a sad note, huh? Uh, what's fun science fact? Oh, cat genetics. So, um, so fun fact: if you take a tortoiseshell and you clone that tortoiseshell, the clone of the tortoiseshell you will not be the same as the original, and that is because the process in which the patterning, which cells are orange and which cells are black, is completely random. They're just shut on and turn off at random, which is why clones of tortoiseshells will not have the same patterning because it's a random process which like cell gets that orange pigment, which cell gets that black pigment. So they will always be uh you know they'll always be a little weird and different from the original. That's a fun fact. I like that fun fact. My god, why is this little fluff of fur? This is very stylized. This is very stylized. Of course it's stylized. I do cartoons. I don't do realism. Nothing wrong with realism. Just not my cup of tea for drawing. But yeah. Let's see. I got like a bunch of science facts just rattling around in my head. Like for example, did you know tyrosinase, the enzyme that gives Siamese cats their distinctive coloring, is temperature sensitive, and so the darker areas are the colder areas of the cat. The lighter areas that have less tyrosinase are the warmer areas of the cat. So basically that's why they tend to be dark at their paws, their like muzzle, their ears, that type of thing, because those like the extremities tend to be the coldest, where at least on cats it appears from what we see with these temperature sensitive coat patterns. And the body, where like the main body, where you have all of those organs and whatnot, would obviously be warmer. And so of course it would look different. But yeah, so there's another fun cat fact. Oh my god, it's 1 a.m. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We gotta finish. We gotta go, bros. At least coloring this will be really easy. At least coloring this will be really easy. Because it's a black cat, and so we don't have to worry about fucking with the colors. Just color it in nice and black. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me color in the leathers, which are the fleshy parts, like the inside of the ear, the paw pads, the nose, that type of stuff. Do 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 do. Also, another fun fact is that chimera calicos exist and not in the way you think of. Some people do use it like chimera to refer to calico cats with like the split face. That's not what that is. That is not what the term means. So a chimera is when two genomes of like kittens will basically come together and become kind of like one in utero. And so the cat ends up having two separate genomes, but it's one cat. And so what can happen with that is you can have like an orange colored cat genome, a black colored cat genome, and obviously like have those kind of merge together, and you can have a calico cat that's male because the cells down at the gonad area are have XY chromosomes, but the cat can have female like female fuck what's it called female cells, and it's a real thing and it does happen, and I don't think I explained it quite correctly, but I think I explained it well enough that it works. All right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, now we can't see anything. Smart, Basili. Smart. Like, what is black if not just a dark brown? There we go. That's kind of visible. Then we do the teeth. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And then, because this is Snoopy, we're gonna make the little eye shines. We're gonna make them white, but then I'm gonna have to color the line art part of the eyes. What's it called? Yellow. Well, not yellow, like this ambery color. There we go. There we go. All right. We're done. That is a cat. That is my cat. And then I think I have an actual photo of him. No, it's fine. I don't really mind talking about it. Because at this point, I've kind of moved on in a way. Oh, and thank you for posting the fan art. A burnt buck. A burnt buck. I will see that after stream. Let me see if I can find an image of Snoopy for like reference, because I know I have one somewhere. Where is it? Wait, is it? Yes, yes. This is the boy. This is the boy. All right, come. No. Bring me my image. Wait, okay, there we go. I rotated it a little bit. And now we shrink it again. He's a little guy. And so this is the real Snoop. That is him. He is this little guy, this fella. And then here's the cartoon rendition. Eh. I love my idiot. All right. That is a baby. Look at him. Yes, baby. I deleted the image because I'm gonna end the stream. But yes, baby. He is so small and tight. He's not very small. He's not very small. He is, in fact, a very big boy. He is a full-grown adult male cat. He's a big boy. He's not overweight. He's still relatively healthy weight. He's just big. Big old cat. One last time before stream ends. Here is the cat. Well, at least one of them. He showed up for... Oh, I moved my model. He showed up for... Oh, that's the background. A child, yes. He showed up for today's stream. I don't know if you heard me baby talking this little dude. Look at him. That's a peak grown. That's a peak little guy. He is, in fact, a little man. He is just a little man. He is just a little man. He can do no wrong. This is the face of peak little guy. He can do no wrong. He is. I have other photos of my other cats. They're just not on my PC. Alright, let's find someone to raid into. Cause... Oh, Daya's alive. Wait. I mean, would commit all the crimes for the little man, yes. Absolutely a burnt buck. I would commit all the crimes for my son. Alright, let's raid into Daya. Raid... I gotta make sure I'm spelling his name right. Because I suck at... I don't have any issues that would cause me to suck at spelling. I just suck at it. Diamandis. Alright, let me double check that I spelt that right. There we go. Alright. Raid! Alright. Let's go. Raid into Daya. Alright. And then after this, I'm going to bed. Alright. Is everyone ready? Alright. Well, I hope you had fun. I'll be live tomorrow with some skill improvement practice, and then we're going to do not solitaire. Mahjong. Until then, have a good night. Remember to take your meds, drink some water, hug your pets and or mother, and I will see you all tomorrow. Love you. Bye. Alright, is the raid gone through? Looks like the raid gone through. Okay. Alright, looks like that's gone through.